Hi and welcome to Tarot October. This is going to be the first video where I talk about the dark cards, that's quotations, dark cards of the tarot. So I feel like tarot overall can get a pretty bad rep because when you don't know anything about it, it can seem kind of overwhelming, and sometimes it even seems like sort of a scary tool. But I do have a video up on Tarot October where I talk about the myths of tarot, if that is something that it seems scary to you, because I bust those myths and I tell you how I see it from my experiences. So I feel like one of the cards that I don't want to say is most misunderstood, because it's also the first card pretty much that I learned when I started doing tarot, but it is the Death card. But if you don't know anything about tarot, and when I didn't know anything about tarot, I thought it was so stupid that there was a card named Death. So this is from my original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. So this is the original image of the Death card. So we have basically Death, or like a skeleton version of him riding a horse. He has a black flag, and there are dead people all around him. So what I want to do in this video is I'm going to show you or talk about the meanings of the card. I'm going to compare the original Rider-Waite-Smith image with some Rider-Waite-Smith clones, and then also with two other cards from decks that have like different interpretations that I find helpful when I pull the Death card in a reading. So the keywords that come with the card when you pull this is upright. It indicates a transformation happening, necessary changes needing to happen, rebirth, endings of things, as well as elimination of things that no longer serve you. If you get it in reverse, that is like blocked energy, I would say. So it's being resistant to changes that are happening around you, or it is a lack of acceptance of changes that have been happening, as well as clinging to the past. So that is what the Death card meanings are. And if I really like astrology, so every card in the tarot is connected to astrology. So the major and minor arcana, the major arcanas are connected to either planets or zodiac signs, and Death is connected or associated with Scorpio. And Scorpio is imaginative, passionate, and intense. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, who is the ancient god of the netherworld and of the dead in astrology. Pluto rules the beginnings and ends of phases in life. This is what you can see in the Death card. It is the end of one cycle or one phase so that a new one can start, and it is the shedding of the things that you need to leave behind in order to move forward and to move forward better. With Scorpios, nothing is done in half measures. They go all in or all out, and the same goes with the Death card. So when you decide to release and eliminate things in your life and move on, you need to truly move on and not look back. So some other things about Scorpio is that they like to be in control, and a Scorpio who's not evolved, or a Scorpio who leans more towards the negative traits of their sign, can try to control people. So with the Death card, this can indicate that you are trying to control other people because you might feel like you are losing the control of your own life. The card encourages you to kind of go with the flow and not resist the change or transformation that is happening. Another thing that Scorpios are known for is to get these obsessions, and you can see that in the Death card as well, because it wants you to cleanse your energy, to start over, and to reclaim your power, and perhaps even forgive yourself and others in order to truly leave things behind. So now I want to show you the Death card in two other decks that are RWS clones. So I want to compare them to the Modern Witch, which basically is a more modern art style as well. So I feel like this is basically the same, right? I mean, it's very, very similar, only I feel personally that the Modern Witch is clearer, because I don't know, I feel like the art is just clearer, because the lines and everything that is used in here sometimes is a little bit hard to see. So, but we do have here a smaller person, an adult person, somebody pleading, somebody dying, the white horse, and the skeleton death figure with the flag. And here it has more yellow colors around it, or more muted yellow colors around it, and here it is way darker. So I feel like this looks more like it's going to be a hard change. It's going to be pretty tough when you pull this card. The transformation, the changes aren't really going to be easy, where here you might see like a sunshine moment a little bit sooner. But we do have the sun coming up here, so it does indicate that better times are coming after the changes. And then here in the Lightseer Tarot, I had to think about that for a minute, or for a second. It has death, infinity symbol, rebirth. So rebirth definitely is one of those keywords that comes with the death card. I personally prefer transformation. But yeah, it's basically the same meaning, but the card here is totally different. So for some cards, I feel like it's pretty close to the image, or you can tell that they were inspired by the original image of the RWS, but here it doesn't really look the same. So what you have here is this cloaked figure, and he is cloaked. I don't remember the word I used, I'm sorry. But we have this cloaked, that was it, cloaked figure, and you can look inside the hood here, and instead of seeing a face, you can see, I don't know, infinite possibilities, maybe some other universe, or you don't know what you actually see here. But a quote from the guidebook of the Lightseer's Tarot is, "Look toward the magic of this newfound horizon, because underneath its morbid exterior, which would be the cloak, the death card heralds exciting times filled with the brightness of so much potential. New light awaits." So I really like that. So yeah, that is the more RWS clone version of these cards. Now let's look at two other cards. So here I have the Magical Dogs Tarot deck, because they, for some cards, they have really interesting interpretations, and it can give like another layer of understanding of a card. And this is the Muse Tarot, which does the same, but for me, mostly for the minor arcana. So that will be really useful when we go through a couple of darker minor arcana cards. So we have the death card here of the Magical Dogs Tarot, and we see this figure here. We see a dog that has sadly passed away, but his soul, I guess, is being revived here. And it seems like the soul is happy. It seems like the soul is smiling. Let me zoom you in. Seems like the soul is smiling and happy to be lifted out, to start over again, maybe in the body of another dog, or maybe it will go on to other better things. So that is what is in the Magical Dogs Tarot. And then we have the Death card in the Muse Tarot. And I always find this to be a little overwhelming sometimes to read, because there's so much in this image. I'm actually gonna just show you this card, because we have a face here, we have a face here, and we have a moth that indicates transformation. We have the two looks like statues here, and we have a lot of turmoil and a spider web. And I think a quote from this guidebook that can help you with the meaning of this card is, "Awaken to the truth that everything you need is inside of you, and from this perspective of seeing new growth, you may notice that from a distance a burial and planting look a whole lot alike." I really like that interpretation. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts on this kind of video. I know it might be a little bit shorter than what I usually upload, but I want to do these videos for all the darker cards, or the cards that I always thought were more negative or dark. in the tarot to give you a better understanding of it. So if you have anything to add about the death card that I didn't already touch on, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I would love for the comments to be a place to learn more. If you want to see more videos on tarot, then definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm doing Tarot October where I upload a video every Monday through Friday for the month of October, and the last week of October I will be uploading 7 videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.